Hi, I'm Dr. Druv and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a channel not on medicine, but on all the other aspects needed to live our medicine lives. Today, we're going to be talking about critical illness insurance. And as we all know, it is essential to protect ourselves financially when we become critically ill. So in this video, we're going to cover what is critical illness insurance, why it's important, and how we can get it. So what is critical illness insurance? It is a type of insurance that provides a lump sum payment if you're diagnosed with a specific critical illness, such as cancer, heart attack, or stroke. It is very important that you review the policy to see what are critical illnesses that are included in your policy. And so you get a lump sum payment when you survive for at least 30 days after your critical illness. Now, obviously, the benefit period or the holding period, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, is dependent on the policy, but generally it's about 30 days. This payment can be used to cover the costs of treatment, including medical expenses, travel costs, and the lost income for that month. It can be used to pay for other expenses such as mortgage payments or to cover the cost of hiring someone to help you with activities of daily living, depending on how disabling the critical illness is. And so why is it important? So critical illness, as a physician, we are at higher risk of becoming critically ill due to the nature of our work, where the stress of long hours, high pressure environments, and exposure to contagious diseases can take a toll on our health. And a lot of us, or at least the ones that I have worked with and noticed, is that in our high stress environments, specifically even emergency departments, due to the high stress, we are prone to coronary artery disease. We're prone to a stroke. We're prone to hypertension. We're prone to eating unhealthy, finding whatever food we can in vending machines because cafeterias are closed and it's cheaper for the hospitals to not provide cafeteria services after 6 p.m., even though we may be doing a night shift, right? So we're living in high stress environments, and so we may be exposed to high stress environments and wanting to be able to do this on your own. The cost of medical treatment can be astronomical and can drain your savings and retirement funds. Critical illness insurance can also provide you with financial security in the event of a critical illness, so you can focus on your recovery without worrying about how you'll pay for it, how you're going to afford it. It can also provide your family with financial support so they do not have to bear the financial burden alone. And so how does one purchase critical illness insurance? And so there's several ways. We're not going to go into the nitty-gritty of how to purchase an insurance. I'm not an insurance agent. But the goal is to find an expert in the field of critical illness insurance and the various nuances, whether to hold it personally or professionally or through a medical professional corporation, whatever it may be, the various strategies available, what makes sense for you and to how much critical illness that one should hold. Generally, I usually say 6 months to 1 year as a lump sum payment of your income that is needed for you to live personally is what I usually have seen. But again, this would have to depend on your personal situation. You also have to determine if it's an individual or a corporate policy or a group policy, each of which has its own pros and cons. You also need to look at the riders that you can add onto those policies in order to be able to benefit you the best. It's very important to research the different options available to you and compare the coverage, the terms, and cost of each policy before making a decision. It is recommended to consult, with a expert financial advisor and someone who has expertise in the critical illness insurance policies of physicians. Most policies are held personally, and a tax-free payment is then made to you after 30 days. So make sure you read that in the fine print. Many of these insurance contracts, is very important to read them, understand them within reason, and then have discussions with your insurance expert on what certain parameters mean. And so there are strategies available where the corporation can hold a policy, but then that is beyond the scope of this particular presentation. So in conclusion, critical illness insurance is an important consideration for physicians as it can provide financial security in the event of a critical illness. It can also provide peace of mind so you can focus on your recovery without worrying about the financial burden. We encourage you to research the different options available to you and consult with a financial advisor or insurance expert to choose the best policy for your needs. I will be interviewing a few so that we can learn through this process. and that's exactly 5 minutes. If you'd like to follow the exact frameworks used by affluent physicians to take back control of their time and money, then check out the link in the description below. I make these videos because my mission is to help 10,000 physicians across this world fight burnout, and because I'd hope that someone would hold my hands through this wealth building journey. Come and join a free community of like-minded physicians full of free resources like cheat sheets, calculators, and everything in between to live the best medicine lives that we can. And so on that note, thank you very much for listening. Thank you for doing what you're doing, and I'll see you in the next episode.